Streaming live every Saturday morning from Darin Bergsven Guitar Studio near Chester Creek in Duluth, Coffee and Guitar celebrates the guitar music and guitar players of the Minnesota Northwoods. There's a mighty forest of great guitar players that stretches from the headwaters of the Mississippi to the shore of Lake Superior. Each month, Coffee and Guitar welcomes a guest, a guitar giant of the Northwoods, to tell guitar stories, share guitar insights, and make guitar music. Good morning, happy Saturday. Welcome to Coffee and Guitar with Darin Bergsven, featuring Eric Sear. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We should get right into it. The important business. First things first, folks. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Sergeant Amy. Morning, Mom. Eric, how do you take your coffee?
Usually with cream.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You'll find what you need over there. Ooh, there's a stiff press.
Stiff press.
Huh. There you go.
Very good. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank Erin. She brewed the coffee this morning.
Thank you, Aaron.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, folks.
That's good.
Perfect.
That's good.
I'm excited for this morning. It's a mellow morning. Eclectic Americana.
That's right. We try to be the most eclectic band in Duluth. Most often people say that we follow through with that. So.
Well, we're going to kick it off with a Bossa Nova.
That's right.
Before we get into some John Prine covers. So that's
pretty eclectic.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. He's not fooling.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, sweet. Contra contradictions about the truth, you know they're just what we see. Gentle now, gentler, gentle now, there people just never knew. I've written books, I've written truth, I've written all I wrote it all for you. I've given it all, I've written it all for you. Now let me die in your arms and go on to something new. Before all that I saw, these scratches are nothing but straw. Let me see you again forever in eternity's mark. As I kneel, as I fall and fold my hands and pray, oh, let me rise up to you. Let my words do my work, let my work be done, let it all be through. I've given it all, I've written it all for you. Now let me die in your arms and go on to something nothing but straw. Let me see you again forever in eternity's mall.
Bossa Fossanova.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
Cheers. Good morning, everyone. Gina, Kyle, Wayne, Patrick, everybody. Wayne from Kelowna, British. Cheers, British Columbia. Welcome. Nice to meet you too, Wayne. What does Gina say? Excellent. I'm glad you're here, Gina. Sergeant Amy say we're sounding smooth this morning.
Ah, very smooth. Good.
Very smooth.
Less good.
I'm feeling smooth. Brought in some great tunes.
Thanks.
This I was practicing on the deck yesterday. This one cut. Aaron's. It's like a When I'm 64 of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a When I'm 64 graphic edition.
Graphic edition. Yeah. Silly, but kind of more poignant at the same time.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's good. All right, ready?
I love it.
All right. I'll be so careful when I call the hair flowing out of your ears, though it's one of my fears to cut your toenails off as fierce dragon scales that could disembowel me or shatter a jaw. Gently I'll hold all the free-flowing rolls of the fat that will fall from you, scraping the wall that you'll have to expand when you can't reach your hand to your feet anymore. Say goodbye to the door. Will you still love me when I am so ugly that people will stare? They won't even care. They're breaking a rule and they look like a fool, but it's worth it to see me. Widows will pray and strong men run away when they see my face in a public place. Babies will cry and young girls want to die. Will you love me still? I'll clean your dentures when we're on adventures in far-off lands, holding hands. In spite of bad weather, we'll sit together, though storms swarm and warn us to warm ourselves. I'll change your diaper and clean you and wipe your behind if I must, and I won't make a fuss. I'll pull up your pants if you don't have the chance, 'cause you can't use your hips or they've gone on the fritz. Will you still love me when I am so ugly that mirrors will break? Was it a mistake the first time you met me? And will you regret the first time that we kissed? Widows will pray and strong men run away when they see my face in a public place. Babies will cry and young girls want to die. Will you love me still? I'll sponge your armpit in spite of the harm it might do to my eyes, and I won't criticize the strange smell of your toes when I have to scrub those, to massage the bunion that smells like an onion. I'll wipe up the spittle that surely will riddle all of your clothes as your spit control slows. But I'll kiss your cracked lips and hold your weary hips next to me as I sing the sweet melody. Yes, I'll still love you when you're old and can't run to me anymore, and I still will adore the way that you smile or just stare for a while, 'cause who needs to always talk anyway? And yes, I'll still love you even when I'm sick of you and think I might go for a minute or so, but I'll never leave you, it's something I can't do. We'll stay and be withered together.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah. A tearjerker of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always dedicate that one to my wife when I play it, with the
I'm sure she...
explanation that she's very beautiful. Make sure everyone in the audience knows it's not describing her current state. It's
No. I love it. Thank you for bringing that. That was good stuff.
Thanks.
Eric, I'm curious, what's your guitar story? How did this instrument come into your life? You also play the trombone.
Yes.
You're
I'm
a
a
multi-instrumentalist.
Trombonist and band teacher.
Yeah.
But I picked up guitar probably 8th grade or in high school, I think. My dad had a guitar and would play a little bit, which is actually the start of the John Prine story, which is that a couple of the songs, actually 2 of the songs, John Prine songs we're going to play, are ones I remember my dad playing when I was little. He didn't play guitar a lot, but he had a guitar and he would sit on the porch sometimes and play.
We're playing Paradise next. That's one of them.
Yep, he would play Paradise and Please Don't Bury Me, I remember from him too. And so that was part of it. And I remember a kid in middle school, I was in middle school choir, and there was a kid who played guitar, and we sang God Bless the USA, which isn't necessarily a high quality song, but... And I was like super jealous that he got to have the solo on God Bless the USA and play guitar, and I was like, I gotta learn how to play guitar. Yeah. So I feel like that was actually part of the start of it too. Yeah.
I want to be up there with the guitar. Yeah,
exactly.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want that?
I was a very motivated choir student.
Yeah.
Yeah, which apparently is not hip amongst the youths, judging by the middle school boys that I teach. I try to convince them.
I hear what's cool is not caring about being cool.
That's true. Yeah, there's a...
it still doesn't
tough world
seem
out
that
there.
I'm cool.
It's hard out there.
Yeah, it is rough, isn't it? Paradise.
Yeah.
Love it. You introduced John Prine to me. Eric and I play in the Owls Club big band together.
Yep.
And it was January or something. After rehearsal, Darin, you want to play lead guitar in a John Prine band? It felt like just say yes, sort of. In fact, I heard the question, like, you don't know John Prine, just say yes. Just say yes. So
nice.
I went home,
I'm glad that you did.
I started listening to John Prine, and wow.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing me in on this project.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's fun. August 2nd.
August 2 at the...
August 2 at the Caddy Shack.
Caddy Shack, yeah.
And then we'll see from there. Sweet. All right, ready? Child, my family would travel to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. like snakes, and we'd shoot with our pistols. Empty pop bottles was all we would kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. Then they dug for their coal till the land was forsaken. They wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but it's too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
Paradise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. I noticed there's a strong theme of death and bones and burial in the songs I picked, which was not intentional, but
love and death
yeah,
is what I noticed.
Yeah,
and I sort of grouped them thematically.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess those are the
and
prime human
perhaps
concerns.
The most poignant
I
of
guess.
which is the song about love and death. Dying in love.
Yeah.
It's great. It's how it is. It's
Yeah.
how it is.
That is, they are the prime human
we know-
concerns, I guess. Love and death.
We know it's beautiful because it's gonna hurt so much.
Yeah.
Nice. You I guess I don't. What do you love about making music? You were in Aiken yesterday.
Yeah.
You play all over northern Minnesota. What do you like about making music around here? Is that a question?
That is a question. That is a question.
What keeps you
Yeah.
here? And what keeps you here in Duluth,
Here
in
specifically?
northern Minnesota?
Yeah. What keeps me here is probably a lot more than music. Like just the location and like what made me move up here from southern Minnesota, where everything is flat, and fields, which I do appreciate a lot more now that I'm gone than I did growing up. There's beauty there.
You grew up in southern Minnesota?
I grew up in southern Minnesota.
Where
yeah. Just south of Mankato, in a tiny town of 500 people. But what drew me up here was the lake and the trails and the rugged landscape of the north. I liked a lot. But there's the music community is really great. There's places to play, and there's I just keep meeting more people.
Yeah.
For example, coming and playing with you here, like just meeting more and more people who just love to make music. And there's so many people who, it's a lot of time and it's investment and it's everything, but there's so many people who are just so generous and just like want to play and want to have a good time, you know.
ideally you would make money as a musician because it's a talent that you've developed and it's a skill and it's something you can share. But there's also just like an overflowing love of doing it that is worthwhile too.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to have both.
It's nice to have both.
You're very right, and it's a common theme among everyone I've had on the show.
Yeah.
Regardless what community they're coming from, everybody tends to talk about the community of musicians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And all the venues. You were at Sampaguitas yesterday?
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
I don't know.
Sampaguitas,
I think so. Sampaguita, I think that's right. Yeah, it was really cool. First time I'd been there. The owner, Richard, was super nice.
Yep. Aurora Bear was here.
I had a great...
It
was the best green room I ever had.
Yeah.
He had the Super Mario set up on an old N64 to play.
Mm-hmm.
He was... Yeah.
He knows this.
He knows what
he
to
knows
do.
his
Yeah.
clients. All right. Cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I haven't been over there to play yet. I've seen a show. Yeah. Cool. Again, having never heard John Prine, and everyone I tell that to is like, "What? You mean you've never listened to John Prine?" I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how. But this is all new to me, and Bruised Orange just
so
kind of bowled me over the first time I heard it. And like I was saying earlier, I sit at the dining room table and stare out the window every morning, trying not to let myself
get
angry.
Get mad and get madder.
Running this song through my head.
My heart's in the ice house, come hill or come valley, like a long ago Sunday when I walked down the alley on a cold winter's morning to the church house to shovel some snow. I hear sirens on the train track, how naked, getting neutered. An altar boy has been hit by a local commuter just from walking with his back turned to the train that was coming so slow. You can gaze out your window, getting mad and getting madder. Throw your hands in the air and say, what does it matter? But it don't do no good to get angry, so help me, I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and gets bitter, you'll become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow. I've been brought down to zero, pulled out and put back there. Sat on a park bench, kissed the girl with the black hair. My head shouted down to my heart, you better look out below. Well, it ain't such a long drop, don't stammer, don't stutter. From the diamonds in the sidewalk to the dirt in the gutter, and you'll carry those bruises to remind you wherever you go. You can gaze out the window, getting mad and getting madder. Throw your hands in the air and say, what does it matter? But it don't do no good to get angry, so help me, I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and gets bitter, you'll become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow. Come hill or come valley, like a long ago Sunday when I walked down the alley on a cold winter's morning to the church house to shovel some snow. I heard sirens on the train track, how naked get neutered. An altar boy has been hit by a local commuter just from walking with his back turned to the train that was coming so slow. You can gaze out your window, get mad and get madder, throw your hands in the air and say, what does it matter? But it don't do no good to get angry, so help me, I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and gets bitter, you'll become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in the trap of your very own chain of sorrow. Gaze out your window, get mad and get madder, throw your hands in the air and say, what does it matter? But it don't do no good to get angry, so help me, I know. For a heart stained in anger gets weak and gets bitter, you'll become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow. Yeah, wrapped up in a trap of your very own chain of sorrow.
My heart's in the ice house. John Prine, Eric Sear, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Do you remember your first guitar?
The first guitar I learned to play on was my dad's, which was a, I think it was a Yamaha that he got in like the 70s or something. Mm-hmm. And the first one that I bought was an Art and Lutherie, which is like a, Canadian entry model kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It was black. I like that. It had like a, actually like this one is terribly beat up, but it's got like a unlacquered top.
Yep.
And it was like that, and I like dropped it on the gravel driveway, wanted to have some dance. Obviously, I don't take too good of. I should do a better job. I'm fairly embarrassed.
My case about there on this guitar. We actually have matching scuffs.
Nice. Yeah. This is paint because my kids like dumped paint on it, and then I wiped it off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was
the kids painted your Martin. That's fun.
Right. Yeah, they did.
That's an exercise in letting go and
letting
acceptance.
Go. Yes.
Acceptance.
Yeah, yeah, I've damaged it more than them though, so I can't begrudge them too much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but this is I got this one, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago as like my best guitar I can kind of always play.
Right.
Yeah. I had an Ovation for a while, and that felt kind of like a gimmick guitar. The rounded back, and they got like the little dots. Mm-hmm. It just felt like it was drawing too much attention to itself.
Oh, yeah.
I went through my phase of like wanting to draw attention, and I'm just like settle in. Yeah.
It's just a normal Martin.
Yeah, just a normal Martin. Nothing flashy.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, exactly.
Folks. Yeah. With the Ovations, I always struggled with the round backs because they just
would slip out. Yeah, definitely. They were not good for sitting to play.
Yeah, no.
You had to stand and strap.
I struggled with that, but like electric action.
Yeah.
Really super playable, which is nice.
Yeah.
My teacher Lou had played Ovations.
Yeah.
At
I
least
think Paul Simon did for a while, which is probably why I wanted to.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They're really pretty.
Yeah.
Draw some attention.
They do draw some attention.
We're not into that anymore.
No.
I should probably check in over here. Well, yeah, Mom, that is how that tune goes. Mom mentioned about "Will you love me? Don't know whether to laugh or cry."
Oh yeah.
That's how, it feels that way. Both involve tears potentially, so it's all good.
Yeah.
They're the same, really, is the message here. Sarge says we got to get taxes on the set. Love, deaths, and
Oh
death
yeah,
and
that's
taxes.
true. That's true.
We're missing a third element. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Evan. Good. Thanks for the sound check, Evan. Chris, it is a nice way to start the day, isn't it? I'm having a great time here. How we doing?
I did just finally resolve a dispute with the IRS. Like yesterday, I got the letter
We will
that
have
it works. So
taxes.
taxes, here they are. Here's taxes.
Good.
After my back and forth and figuring out, they
Well,
decided that I did do my taxes correctly the first time.
mhm.
So that was good.
I enjoy resolution.
Yes, it was.
Resolution with the IRS
It was very
sounds
good.
particularly
Uh-huh.
to resolution.
Mm-hmm. Resolution with the IRS. That could be a good John Prine song.
Your that along the your flag decal.
Yeah, your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. Indeed. Yep. All right, ready for this one?
Internal Resolution Service.
There you go. Ooh,
Bones,
good.
yeah.
Bones, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Well, I walked through the valley of the bones, them dry bones. All I saw around me was a yawning jaw of death. And then my Lord said to me, can you keep their company? Son of man, can these dry bones breathe back life? I said, Lord, it's you alone that knows. Oh my Lord, is it you alone that cares? When our hope is lost, gone, cut off, dead as stone, can you split the grave and praise these dry bones? Well, he looked down and smiled, a wry, dry grin so sly. He said, prophesy to these bones that rise from death. And I'll put new flesh within, I'll cover each with skin, blow a spirit rushing in and out as breath. I said, Lord, it's you alone that knows. Oh my Lord, is it you alone that cares? When our hope is lost, gone, cut off, dead as stone, can you split the grave and praise these dry bones? Well, I lowered down my head and I spoke just like he said, and a noise came tumbling, jumbling to my ears. In a rattle, clatter, chattering roar, boom, 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 before my very eyes, and I stared into the socket of death. And then skin and flesh both grew, held tight by strong sinew, and before me stood strong men as fresh as life. And four winds began to blow and breathe life into their souls, and that army looked as strong and vast as death. I said, Lord, it's you alone that knows. Oh my Lord, it's you alone that cares. When our hope is lost, gone, cut off, dead as stone, can you split the grave and praise these dry bones? Well, when it all was done, the Lord said, look here, son, all these men are the house that has decayed, and I'll raise them up again, I'll make them all new men. They'll live in this, I swear it will be done. You'll live in this, I swear it will be done. Yeah, you'll live in this, I swear it will be done.
Bones, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
It's super fun to play with you. It's awesome.
Likewise. Yeah, the morning's going so smoothly, Aaron. What do you've got? What does Seer and the Cosmonauts have coming up? We haven't even talked about Seer and the Cosmonauts, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Seer and the Cosmonauts. Yeah, sadly, nothing right now. We had quite a few shows we played in June and July.
Mm-hmm.
And then August is busy with family stuff. Family stuff and school stuff.
Year.
Yeah, so I didn't have stuff set up.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm playing just solo up at the Fairhaven Pizza Farm next week.
Where's Fairhaven?
Have you been there?
Pizza Farm.
Twig.
Pizza Farm.
Yeah.
Pizza Farm, Aaron.
They do a pizza night on Fridays, and maybe Wednesdays also.
What?
And they do they have music, and so I'm playing up there on the 26th.
I like pizza and music.
It's
and
a cool
farms.
place. It's a cool place. The owners are super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth going.
Twig is,
so
I like a
yeah,
drive
look
to
up
Twig.
Look up Fairhaven Pizza Farm. It's pretty cool.
When
I think
is
they do
that?
it. Well, I don't. They used to do a CSA. I think they maybe pulled back on that because they had too much going on. But they've got a really cool farm. They've got.
When are you up there? Did you say?
July 26th, and then in August 16th again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I'll play there. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that's just
Go get
me or
go
just
get
a
your
duo.
pizza
Go get
July
your
27th,
pizza, yeah.
7th,
26th.
Did I already
Friday
screw
night.
that up?
Yep.
July, Friday night. Pizza night in Twig.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
And then
That's the plan, everyone.
yeah, and then the Cosmonauts will get back at it again, but we're nothing on the books right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you can find a couple albums online if you're really jonesing to hear the Hammond organ version of Bones.
Yeah.
It's got some
Check
good-
it out. Seer and the Cosmonauts.
Some good.
Wherever you find your music.
Yeah.
John, good morning. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging in there. We just have a couple more. It's flying here. Back to the death.
Yep.
We're riding
Back to
out
the death.
riding out the show on the death theme.
All the way through. If you thought you had enough already, you didn't.
No, it's always coming. Yeah, cemetery stone.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, the light slants across the bed here like it always done at home. But the dust that hangs still in that sunshine ain't your skin you brush loose with your comb. When I die, build a bench for my cemetery stone so my children can sit where I lay. And my grandkid can come with his girl Friday night. Introduce her to me, tell me her name. In the still of this room, I go back there to that swing on the porch in my mind. And I rock with you pressed up beside me, feel the warmth of your hip-warming mind. When I die, build a bench for my cemetery stone so my children can sit where I lay. And my grandkid can come with his girl Friday night. Introduce her to me, tell me her name. I can hear the soft click ticking by me and the gentlest thrum of my breath. I can see your soft face when I close my eyes, feel your hand leading me into rest.
When I die, build a bench for my cemetery stone, so my children can sit where I lay, and my grandkid can come with his girl Friday night. Introduce her to me, tell me her name. Introduce her to me, tell me her name.
We were just at Aaron's family reunion up northwest of Bemidji. Foston, the old family cemetery, checking out the cemetery stones. I did not see any benches. It's a nice idea.
Old cemetery, probably.
It was a very old
Yeah.
cemetery.
Yeah, I think they're more recent. I don't know how recent, but probably not in the really old ones.
Yeah.
But up in, I used to run through, why am I blanking? Forest Hill a lot, and there's quite a few up there, which is where I noticed it for the first time and was thinking about it. And
Was a bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would be nice to have a place to sit.
Yeah. Yeah, at first I don't know. I run through the cemetery a lot and sometimes feel like self-conscious, like I'm like rubbing it in. But I'm like, no, I think when I'm dead, I'll be happy to have people run by. And even like the bench, I was like, who wants to sit on that? But I was like, that's kind of nice actually. Like that's your closer connection, or like a more casual intimacy, you know?
Can I up there? You good?
Take a little bit.
Well,
Thank you.
Fortunately, that's what we have.
Very good.
Is a little bit.
Perfect.
Similarly, we have just a little bit more music.
This one's an E, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, make sure I'm in the right
yeah,
key.
it is an E. I'm curious, who are some of your guitar heroes? Players you look? Are there anyone you look up to on the guitar?
In just in general,
Generally.
Yeah.
Or in the area.
You're my guitar.
That's mighty kind of you.
That's true, but let's see. You know, I listen to a lot of like singer-songwritery things. So like Paul Simon's guitar playing, I always think is incredible. I try to learn some of his songs, and he's got some cool stuff that he does.
A handful, right?
Yeah. So I don't think most people think of him as like, you know, a guitar giant, but his stuff is super
singer,
cool.
Right? But
yeah.
No, he's.
Yeah. And another one that I'm sure that people don't think about often is Dave Matthews and like the stretches that he can do. If you watch videos of his playing,
Yeah.
and how far he stretches is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Crash was one of the first.
Uh-huh.
Or it would. Let's Go Marching, I think,
Yeah.
is a wild one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that he's just like, really reaching across that keyboard or that fretboard. Yeah, people that you don't necessarily think of, but they just kind of casually do their thing. I'm sure there's other ones that I should think of, but yeah, I definitely think of myself. I am not by any means a guitar giant. I think of myself much more as a songwriter who plays guitar along with it. But yeah, I always set myself the goal of getting better. So I've gotten better over the last years, but I'm definitely not a proficient.
I would say you're a fine player.
Not
proficient.
Well,
you're a fine player.
I'm not proficient to like sit in as a lead guitar player. To play rhythm, I would say I can, okay, but I'm not gonna play lead anyway.
Yeah, right.
But for
actually, I don't know. I listened to the record, but you some good playing on Bossa Fossanova.
Yeah,
that
there's a
seemed
couple
pretty
things.
lead-like to me.
Yeah, there's a few simple lines. As long as I'm playing.
Again, check out Eric's.
As long as I'm playing in like just G major or E minor, I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. But it is, it's fun to keep learning new things. You know, always adding different skills and whatnot to the quiver.
Right on. I think this brings us to the end of our program. This really flew by.
Yeah.
Lovely morning. This tune I was playing, everything you requested. I emailed Eric a couple weeks ago to ask what he wanted to play, and I hesitate to request things when I write because I want to make sure people bring what they want to do. But you picked like all the tunes I was hoping you were going to pick, at least among the Prime.
Wonderful.
The Prime, including this, we were there in the cemetery out in Foston, and this is what I had rolling around in my head the whole time.
Nice.
Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to the Legacy Amendment and the taxpayers of Minnesota for helping fund Coffee and Guitar and bring on guests like Eric each month. Thank you, supporting members, for helping bring on guests like Eric each month. Become a supporting member yourself. Get yourself a Coffee and Guitar mug there.
It's a nice mug.
There's a link to a form down in the description. I'll get back to you. Send me your digits. I'll get back to you. We've got, who's coming up? Megan Reynolds is coming down next month.
Nice.
Sugar on the Roof.
Oh,
We're gonna play some Western swing.
Oh, fun.
She's got an old something.
Nice.
I don't know what her guitar is, but I saw her play at the folk school
a
couple months ago, and I didn't get a close enough look. But
It's a cool arch top. Very
looks
cool.
old.
It does.
Yeah. Megan Reynolds, and then in September, Charity Hewitt's going to be on, and T. Alexi will be promoting a new record in October.
Sweet.
And Richie Townsend, Lesser Planets.
Okay.
Yeah, November.
Sweet.
We're gonna shred in
Nice.
November.
Nice.
Some good stuff. Thank you all for being here. Next week I'm gonna be in the Boundary Waters. The family's headed out to we're out paddling. The internet is no good. On
You're not gonna portage your
Beth Lake.
Portage your guitar out?
I do portage a guitar.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I won't be portaging a laptop.
Yeah.
And the signal's no good. So I've posted a rerun from this time last year in my stead, and I'll see you back here in August. We got one more. This is John Prine. August 2nd, right?
Yep. August 2nd, Caddyshack.
Friday, August 2nd.
All John Prine.
Also, Caddyshack.
Yep.
John Prine.
Yep.
Fish and Whistle.
Yep.
Check it out. And July 26th, Friday the 26th, Pizza Night and Twig.
That's right.
Sear and the Cosmonauts solo. All right. Yeah, no Patrick, no Brule. Beth is little, calm, very gentle waters. We had an exciting Memorial Day trip. All right, here we go. It's me on this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woke up this morning, put on my slippers, walked in the kitchen and died. And oh, what a feeling when my soul went through the ceiling, and on up into heaven I did ride. When I got there they did say, John, it happened this way. You slipped upon the floor and you hit your head. And all the angels say just before you passed away, these were the very last words that you said. Please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. No, I'd rather have it cut me up, pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane, and the blind can have my eyes. The deaf can take both of my ears if they don't mind the size. Well, give my stomach to Milwaukee if they run out of beer. Throw my socks in a cedar box, just get 'em out of here. Venus de Milo can have my arms, look out, I got your nose. Sell my heart to the junk man and give my love to Rose. Please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. No, I'd rather have 'em cut me up, pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane, and the blind can't have my eyes. The deaf can take both of my ears if they don't mind the size.
Well, give my feet to the footloose, careless, fancy free. Give my knees to the needy, don't pull that stuff on me. Hand me down my walking cane, it's a sin to tell a lie. Send my mouth way down south and kiss my ass goodbye. But please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. Oh, I'd rather have them cut me up, pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane and the blind can have my eyes. The deaf can take both of my ears if they don't mind the size.